Hey guys, so today I saw this really cool video and I actually posted it on Facebook, and it's of this kid who's going across the stage. I guess they're getting a certificate, an award. Actually, they put it around his neck, so it's some kind of medal. And he gets up on the stage and he trips and falls, and instead of, making a big deal about it, he does some push-ups and some yoga moves, gets up and then gets his award. And it just made me think about something. It is not the fact that we fall down, it's how we get up and that we get up. I have fallen before, I'm sure you have too, and our kids will. And I think it's important that sometimes we let them fall so that they learn how to get back up, because in life they will have to deal with those types of situations. Life is not going to be easy always, and there's going to be challenges in your life, and you're not always going to succeed in everything that you do. And I think that it's important to learn how to deal with those things. Otherwise, you're going to end up requiring a lot of therapy and a lot of help as you get older. So yes, parents, we need to teach our kids. Of course, for us, it's a given. I mean, our kids literally fall a lot when they're younger, and also they fall in many of their attempts to accomplish many of the things that they want to accomplish. I think that it's just part of it. Part of being an exceptional parent. And so, how is it that you deal with problems, and how do you get up? We need to remember, and it's not fair, but it's true, that they'll notice everything, but more importantly, they'll notice those things. And so it's important that we give them a good example for them to follow, because otherwise, they're just going to be frustrated, and they're not going to ever want to try whatever it was they failed at again. A long time ago, I wrote a book. It was called Love's Legacy. It was a romantic novel about a woman, her last name was Love, who had to deal with her parents having Alzheimer's. And it's interesting. So I wrote this book. I don't know where that book is. Anyway. And so I decided I wanted to get it published. And so I don't remember the year. It must have been in the early 2000s. Yeah, early 2000s. Like maybe, and you know what? It may have been late 1990s. Anyway, I submitted it to a bunch of publishers. Submitted my work. I did like the first chapter of the book, and I mailed it. Back in the day, I printed it off and I mailed it to different publishers. And I remember that number, but I remember the first letter I got back, the first reply I got in the mail. Opening it up with such anticipation, thinking they're going to say, this is a work of art. We would love to be your publisher. We can't wait. And it was my first rejection of many rejections. And I was devastated. And then I get my next one and said, although we compliment you and, on the beautiful manuscript you sent us, we unfortunately do not take unsolicited works. And so I was like, so sad. And so then I started talking to different people and started doing my research and realized that I needed to have an agent if I wanted to go that route. And I was like, I remember watching Little House on the Prairie and how she did that, and they wanted to change it. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to change. I want to be in charge of everything. I don't want to have an agent. I don't want to have somebody telling me what to do. And so anyway, years later, 2012, I decided to write another book. And this time I did self-publishing. I went ahead, and the technology was there now, was different. Things were different. And so I was able to publish it myself, and I sold copies all around the world. Who knew? And so that story, I wanted to share that with you, just to say that don't ever give up on your dreams. Share that with your children. Tell them that you didn't always, you weren't always the achiever of all things. You weren't, I know I wasn't as successful back in the day as I am today in many things. And I feel that it's important to share those experiences, the negative and the positive, with their children so that whenever they're having to deal with those circumstances, they'll know how to handle them in the future. So anyway, that's my public service announcement for today. As always, good luck on your journey, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.